back with me and Aina as the hosts of our premiere podcast. Now that we have watched our exclusive interview with Alia Shahada from Band Semester 4, let's recap what we discussed. We were exploring the girl code, which was about the unspoken rules and bonds of female friendship. So we invited Alia Shahada because of our female senior-junior bond with her, which made the interview much easier and comfortable to conduct. Even with the wide age gap between us, she's been one of our expected and beloved seniors ever since we enrolled in UNISA. So yeah, she's an outspoken and very approachable senior, and that's why it was possible to get close to her in the first place. Okay, so now why do you think we are interested in discussing this topic? The answer is easy. Arguably, people can never be alone, and that's how most people have something called friendship, be it between males and females, which in this case, we're gonna talk about girls' friendship or female bond. So some may have very fond memories of their friendships, but there is no denying having arguments and fallouts in the meantime. So, however, what we seek from these special guest answers is the key to an everlasting bond between same-sex friendships. Now, moving on to what I've specifically understood and noted about girls' friendships compared to men's relationships, they have quite a different approach than the way girls maintain their female friendships. Even Fujiwara and Monaco 2004 found that in both the US and Japan, ladies were more open and appreciated personal traits and friendship rules more than men. So for instance, women especially treasure a friendship that is based on pure trust and honesty. The understanding of the guest or shahada about the unspoken rules in girls' friendship is that women stand for women and always support each other. So in this video, you can see that we used many types of nonverbal communication such as facial expressions, gestures, eye contact, sitting posture, and etc. Obviously, when we did the interview, we noticed quite a lot of changes in the interviewee's facial expressions. There was a time when Shahada expressed her disappointment towards a broken friendship between her friends, and you can see how hurtful it was when she experienced it. So, furthermore, talking about making eye contact between us, the interviewer, and the interviewee, we tried to pay the most of our attention to Shahada as we speak to each other to show that we are interested in her story. So, Putela 2015 claimed that in the United States, eye contact implies honesty and sincerity. It is frequently an invitation to open conversation and indicates a need for feedback.
Hello there, my name is Aina, and now I am going to reflect on what I have learned in the interview that Dhiya and I conducted before. I am going to tell what its significance and relevance is in that interview. So to begin with, I think the topic that we have chosen is actually closely related with the current situation in this world right now, especially in a societal context, specifically among women. I love the fact that the theme of this topic shows the act of supporting diversity and inclusion in a friendship. This topic, Girl Code, is all about celebrating the differences among females despite the different background, perspective, or whatsoever, while maintaining that sense of belonging and acceptance of each other. I think for me, there are so many good messages and lessons that I got from the interview, and I really think all of them have helped me to become a better friend. One thing that I learned from the interviewee, Shuhada, is how important it is for a friend to emotionally exist and help the other friend. What I mean is, you cannot just physically active. You have to show emotional support to your friend because that is one of the hardest things for a friend to do. And I also feel touched by Shuhada's story about her best friend, how her friend never left her despite everything that happened. And as we all need that kind of friend, we at the same time also need to be the same kind like what we have always wanted. The thing that I also learned, which is probably the closest one to my heart, is about the low maintenance kind of friendship. I really like that part because personally, I have that kind of friendship too, and for some people, they really think this kind of friendship does not work, which is actually wrong. I think as long as you still have the genuinity in your heart, nothing can ever go wrong. Moving on, the reason why we decided to choose Shuhada as our interviewee, for me personally, because I view her as someone who is very active in socializing. I often see her in many programs, and I think like maybe she has many experiences in dealing herself with this kind of female friendship thing, right? I want to highlight a little bit on the verbal communication skills that have been used throughout the interview. But before that, basically, what is communication? According to Tony et al. 2013, everyday human communication is remarkably successful despite the inherent ambiguity of the spoken word, and the relationship between action and intention in communication is extensive and complex with numerous possible interpretations. And this complexity means that similar action can convey different intention, and conversely, different action can indicate similar intention. So, based on the interview, what I can see is quite a successful communication with each other, because we managed to actually talk and discuss with each other, and there was actually no long pause or silence between all of us, which is good. According to G. Abed et al. 2023, oral transmission of words is the basis of verbal communication that helps in exchanging messages. And compared to non-verbal communication, verbal communication offers a more direct means of conveying information, which reduces the likelihood of message misinterpretation. And basically, verbal communication is all about the use of language to give information. Well, I can see some of the verbal communication skills that have been used, such as speaking with confidence, because I believe the interviewee is very confident and she believes in what she delivered, right? And so am I. And the other verbal communication skill that has been mainly used is the listening skill part, with an actual intention to digest and hear what all of us were about to say. And I think that having that skill is very crucial, because you do not just want to talk gibberish without listening to the other person too. And when it comes to communication, I do not think that it is just all about interacting, but it also includes the ability to listen, so that the two-way communication or whatever communication it is actually works. I think that is all from me and Dhiya. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.